Now to a significant development in the special counsel's probe into former President Trump's effort to overturn the 2020 election and his role in the January 6th insurrection. Former Vice President Mike Pence testifying before a grand jury yesterday. It comes as he weighs in on a possible 2024 presidential run. WCNC Charlotte's Bree Jackson now in Washington with the details.
Last month, a federal judge ordered former Vice President Mike Pence to comply with a subpoena and testify, which former President Trump tried to appeal. However, earlier this week, that appeal was rejected. A dramatic development in the investigation into attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Former Vice President Mike Pence testifying against his old boss, former President Trump. Pence allies say he has nothing to hide.
He was pretty explicit in his book and wrote about it pretty extensively, and so there really shouldn't be any secrets there for people anxious to know what it is he would testify.
Trump, who is running for president again, responded to the news.
Mr. President, what do you think of Mike Pence testifying today?
Oh, I don't know what he said, but I have a lot of confidence in him.
This comes as Pence weighs a run for the White House. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley already declared her candidacy.
If you vote for Joe Biden, you really are counting on a President Harris, because the idea that he would make it until 86 years old is not something that I think is likely.
President Biden unveiled his bid for re-election Tuesday and is focusing on issues.
Look, let's protect our children from gun violence, keep lowering the prescription drug cost. Let's protect Social Security and Medicare.
Potential voters are bracing themselves for the political battles ahead.
It's way too soon for that. It seems like we just came out of the last one.
If it's a rematch with Trump and Biden, that just confirms that we're living in a dystopian hellscape nightmare that I cannot escape from. It's kind of like Groundhog's Day, except not funny.
The race for the White House is already heating up. And today, President Biden holds an event with top Democratic donors. As you may recall, back in 2020, the Biden campaign shattered fundraising records by becoming the first to ever raise more than $1 billion. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.